Lenn Redman was born in Chicago in 1912. His family came over from Russia. They had a different name than Redman at that point, a very long Russian name, and they were unable to pronounce it. They looked at my great-grandfather and said, oh, you have a red beard, we're going to call you Redman. The real extreme caricaturing I've seen has been more recent, but my father's style was definitely his own. He didn't want to run people out of the room. He didn't want people to come after him. It became his style of doing caricatures that were, I'm going to say, more complimentary than not. He was very, very good at finding that feature on the people he's drawing to be able to emphasize their uniqueness.
Yeah, I like that. We got that Santa Claus look too.
The 60s, which is when he started to write a poem called What Am I? And because there were so many things going on in our world at that point, with the wars, Vietnam, we had the assassination of Martin Luther King and of Kennedy, and he really felt things were going so wrong here in this country that he needed to do something about it.
What am I? I am people, that's what I am. I am man, woman, child, and infant. I am an endless variety of dissimilarity on parade to be looked upon with respect. The time is over for the masquerade. Cast off your garments. You're in the picture too, don't ever forget. What a face I have. It varies in size, texture, shape, and slope, like that of a cactus, gourd, and cantaloupe. My eyes, ears, nose, and mouth are large, small, long, short, flat, bulbous, narrow, and wide, and the spaces between my features are as varied as the features themselves. It has been said they show my soul, those organs called eyes, which bulge, recede, droop, squint, glare, and dart, and are round, narrow, slanty, close together, and far apart. Of course they show my soul, my eyes, but no more so than the top of my head or the orbs in my skies. And I am multicolored. I am a peculiar hue of red, yellow, white, black, brown, tan, gray, pink, bronze, copper, gold, and 1,000 shades of each. I am as united by the spectrum of my different colors as the planets are united by their orbital relationships. What if I had been born red, white, black, and yellow? I mean really red, white, black, and yellow. And blue, and green, and orange, and purple, and checkerboard, and plaid, and candy stripe, and polka dot, and herringbone, and oh, who knows what else. I am what I am, and I must know what I am, for someday I will see myself from other planets, and who knows what I will see. I will see that there are more differences to my makeup than I've ever imagined. Is there the slightest possibility I'd accept myself with objectivity, if not goodwill and mirth, before I've purged myself of all hostility to what there is of me right here on earth? I am a symbiotic temple of seeming contradictions, partial understanding of which may be had by asking questions. Once the answers are known, man will begin to tower. Is there a similarity between the bee and the flower? Is black any more different from white than white is different from black? Is a peg any more different from a hole than a hole is different from a peg? And what are the circle, square, and triangle, the three most opposite geometric forms? Is one more different from the others than the others are different from the one? The answers, of course, are no, and that is their commonality. The flower and the bee are not at all alike, yet they thrive on each other's existence. And black and white make 1,000 beautiful shades of gray. and a peg in a hole may effectuate a strong inseparable bond, and the circle, square, and triangle constitute the architectural foundation for my temple of universal design. What am I? I am a rhapsodic symphony of differences, but my differences are not individually more unique than the respective counterparts. I am a throbbing, pulsating spirit, always on the move, always changing, interplaying with, and reacting to the various components of my whole. They comprise infinite semblances that are as varied and different as night and day, yet from infinity's vantage, night and day are the same. What am I? I am the glow and flight. I am it, and it is I, and you and I and it are one. I am that I am.
Come up with this idea in the first place? I mean, what made you feel that everybody's differences and dissimilarities was a positive rather than a negative?
Well, there have been an awful lot of good people who have tried to thwart prejudice, and in so doing, as I said before, they try to show the similarities between people, and that never worked. It just didn't work. It happens to be true that we are very similar in many respects, but the prejudice comes from the fact that we are all different, and not accepting that as a God-given state of being. You see,
Something
that's
positive.
the whole thing.